If you're not paying to play on social media, you need to know how to build your audience organically. You need eyeballs in order to create sales. So in this video, I'm going to share with you 6 simple Facebook strategies to help you build that organic audience. Can I tell you a crazy pants story? When I started working with one of my mentors, she actually told me she never started running ads in her business until she scaled her business to $3 million in sales. What? Not only that, I've heard other experts and leaders in the industry talk about this. They didn't start running ads until they were 6 million in sales, 7 million in sales. Another one of my mentors said something to me that I will never forget. She said, Jen, you can't automate what you don't know how to do manually. And so what I want to teach you is the manual process of marketing, of promoting, of getting yourself out there and creating sales through a conversation, through content, and being able to get eyeballs on what you're already doing without breaking the bank. So let me share with you these 6 simple strategies that you can use on Facebook. You can even use them on Instagram. Pick the social platform of your choice. I'm a Facebook girl at heart, but let me just share these with you, and I want to encourage you to apply. Okay, so first things first, you need to activate your audience first and then create activity second. What does that mean? That means that you need to wake up the algorithm. You need to go and start engaging on your timeline, engaging on people's pages, commenting, liking, watching their videos, getting up in the conversation, actually waking up the algorithm so that way when you do go create a post or a piece of content or go live, whatever activity you're going to do, you're going to have a higher chance of showing up in your audience's newsfeed when you've actually done some engaging first. It's the law of reciprocity, but ultimately you need to be giving first and doing that work of showing up on other people's timelines and on their pages before actually doing something on your own. So that way there's a higher chance of them seeing it and they're also feeling love from you. You know what I'm saying? The second thing you need to do is you need to authentically post. Do not, I repeat, do not copy and paste.
Do not copy and paste
other people's posts. I cannot tell you how important it is that people hear your voice, they know your style, and they know how you help them specifically. You want to stand out, stop trying to be like everybody else, right? We have to make sure that we're using our own unique voice and using our own words, our own language, our own terminology, so people know that it's authentically you speaking to them. And I gotta tell you, one of my biggest pet peeves I have always had is spending time crafting a story or creating a really awesome post to post it and someone go, oh my gosh, that was amazing. Can I copy and paste that? I'm like,
No, you can't do that.
honestly, it would be a disservice for me to allow people to do that because it's not getting you into the habit of writing and creating your own thoughts. So I want to encourage you to authentically be posting things that really are true to you and your stories, your message, your mission, your different insights and things that inspire you will inspire your audience. So make sure that you get out there and just be your authentically awesome self. Okay, the third thing you need to do is you have to be creating video, live stream, pre-recorded videos, whatever that looks like for you. Getting your face on camera is really important. And I gotta say, I know this might not be for every single person, but the more that you can expose yourself to people, that they actually see who you are, they hear your voice, they start to recognize you, it is so crucial that you do that, and you do that with intention. Creating intentional video content means you actually have a plan for that piece of content. It actually not only is going to help someone with what you're going to be talking about in that content, but it's actually the first step to a few other steps that you're going to lead them towards to where they can be exposed to your product or service, or to maybe a special training you've created, or to a download that you want them to grab. So just make sure every piece of content has some intention behind it so that you can further help your audience. A big caveat with this is you have to be consistent, so make sure you're creating a schedule for the content that you're actually going to be putting out there, so that way you never fall flat, you don't just disappear, come in and out every now and then, but that people see you actually showing up for them on a consistent basis. So with that, let me ask you a question. How many times a week can you commit to actually doing content on your social platform, be it YouTube, be it Instagram, be it Facebook, wherever you're hanging out. How many times a week can you commit to showing up and creating intentional content? Put that in the comments below and let's create some accountability now, shall we? The fourth thing I want to share with you is to post with intention. There's a big difference between creating content and creating a post. Now, a post can be content that you've created. Maybe it's 6 tips that you've written out via a post, or maybe it's some sort of testimonial that you're creating as a piece of content to show people some results you've gotten for some clients or for some customers, whatever that looks like. But when it comes to posting, there's a lot of different ways you can post, and there's a lot of different types of posts you should be creating on a consistent basis to drive traffic, to create curiosity, to build your audience, to build trust so that people know how you actually show up and help them, and that leads them to wanting to seek out further your products and services. Also with this, there's always a good way of knowing when the best time is to go live or to create a post. So what you want to do is on Facebook, if you scroll down into the corner of Facebook, you will actually see how many people are live and active on your page right now. If that number is low, then you typically want to wait until there's actually more people on, so you have a better chance of high viewers via live, or you have a better chance of creating engagement because people are actually on Facebook right now. So just think about the times that people would typically show up on their news feeds, typically during breakfast, lunch, dinner, during break times at work. Think of those hours of the day that people would actually have to be able to show up on Facebook or on social media, so that way you can be present and one of the first people they see when they do hop on. And I know this can be stressful, like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to post, I'm running out of ideas. So with that, I actually want to give you my 44 social media post ideas to help you kill the crickets on your timeline, and you never have to wonder what type of post you should be creating again. That download will actually be available to you below in the description, so be sure to grab that. Okay, this fifth one is a biggie. You want to be sure you're cross-promoting your content. I get it. Creating content can be very time-consuming, and it's a big commitment, and it's one of the most important commitments you'll ever make. So I applaud you if you are creating this stuff on a consistent basis, and if you're not, I encourage you to start doing so. But not only do you need to be creating that content, you do need to be cross-promoting that content. The idea is to create it to get eyeballs, to build your audience. And if you're doing this organically, you do want to be doing some cross-promotion. So a lot of times you can record a video like this. It could actually go on YouTube. You can post it on Facebook. You can post it on IGTV. You can post it on Google+. You can get it out and about, and not only just create it for the one time, but maybe next week you repurpose the content and place it in different places. You could actually pull little 1-minute excerpts from it. You could create quotes. Maybe you said something pretty awesome and amazing. You're like, hey, that was actually pretty quote worthy. And you can pull and start creating your own unique quotes with graphics. There's all kinds of different ways that you can go out there and start taking one piece of content and really maximizing it to the fullest. So think about it. Where do you want people to connect with you? What social media platforms are you trying to build up? Maybe you're trying to build your email list. So wherever you're trying to build and grow, you want to be pointing your audience to that place. Hence the reason why I'm here on YouTube. I am a video marketer. This is the place that I want to do most of my playing, and I want to build my audience because it makes sense for the type of content that I like to create. This is something that you need to do as well, is really think about where do you want to hang out and point people to those places so they know that that's where you're showing up and that's where they can hang out with you. Number 6, give people a reason to share that content. I know a lot of times we like to ask for help or say, hey, can you do me a favor? But ultimately, we have to create the mindset of what's in it for them. And we want to give people, our audience, a reason to go out there and share our information with other people, either through incentive, either through just because they know it's going to really help someone that comes to mind. So always be tying in a reason when you say, hey, download this thing, or, be sure to show up to my training, whatever your call to action is. Why? Remember, they're saying, why should I do that? They're going to be thinking, why do I need to show up to your thing? Why should I download your guide? Why should I do this, that, or the other thing? And tell them, because they need to know what's in it for them. Now, as a bonus for you, I wanted to share with you another video that I had created to help you maintain quality friendships. As you're building your audience organically, you want to make sure it's quality over quantity. And I've come up with a really simple way to maintain my friends list and make sure that I'm constantly interacting and reactivating new people to me that maybe have been on my friends list for a while, but I haven't connected with, or maybe there's people that have been on my friends list for a while and I'm like, why the heck are we still friends? We've never chatted. We've never had a conversation. They're not even into what I do. I'm not really into what they're doing. And you want to start cleaning up your friends list. And there's a little 5-minute strategy you can do every single day to make sure you're maintaining really good quality friendships. So I'm gonna put that video right here somewhere so you can check that out. And that's all she wrote, my friend. Those are the 6 strategies I advise you to take action on right away so you can start growing and building an audience organically that knows you, that loves you, that starts to really have that trust in you, and of course, starts to buy from you. And also don't forget, if you struggle with posting, not knowing what types of posts to create, I did create the 44 social media post ideas for you so that way you can have new, fresh ideas that you can start to implement. I actually took screenshots of real life posts I've created that always got amazing engagement for myself, and I know that that will help you out. So be sure to download. While you're down there, I would absolutely love the thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the videos I have coming up. I'm cooking up some good ones just for you and would love to have you hang out with me here every single week. Also, I'd love to hang with you inside of my free Facebook community, Turn Purpose to Profit, where I help Christian entrepreneurs discover their God-given abilities to build a profitable online brand and business. You'll find all that right down there. Until next time, have a blessed day, and I'll see you later.